That is, Simon's wearing the most retarded looking hat from a gay club I've ever seen.
It's been passed down from generation to generation.
It looks like it's from a Hindu.
My
Really?
great granddad made this.
No, it's related to you then.
It makes sense.
Once again, let's try and move on. I'm going to minimise it so I don't see Simon anymore.
Oh, come
Right.
on, that's mean. That is
As the
mean.
podcast will
That's a
go,
good idea.
from every week, I'll always be here, sort of directing what the fuck's going on, rather
Alright.
than just letting it go into chaos. But every other person will change from week to week depending on what we're talking about. But we're most likely going to be the guys who are here more often than most. Right.
Okay.
Okay, so I can't use
That's
them as
weird,
key.
First off, everyone sort of introduce yourselves. Because why not? Me.
Who wants to
I'm
start?
Charlie. I'm going to be in charge of this fucking thing every other week. We don't have a name for the podcast as of yet. But the other guys in the podcast for today
That's
are you guys. And now you're going to have to introduce yourselves. I'm sorry. And Simon, it's a podcast. You don't have to, like, stare at the camera and worry that people are looking at you.
Oh, okay, fine, that's fine. Okay.
Brilliant.
Alright,
Who's
I'm
gonna
Mike.
start?
I will win. I'm
Yep.
Mike, I'm the oldest out of all of us.
Fantastic.
That's all I need to say.
Closest to death.
Very
You
close.
talking, Simon, and your grease-ridden...
I'm Joel. Yeah.
Let Joel finish.
Plus, I've
Yeah,
stopped smoking
pretty
for
good.
2 weeks.
Hey?
I've stopped smoking.
2 weeks.
What does that have to do with my, my
Means
bitch?
that
Fucking puff.
technically you'll be close to death.
Yeah, probably. Alright, hi, I'm Joel, and I am the
baby.
youngest of the group. And Simon's swearing at me on the webcam.
Simon, introduce yourself now!
Hi, I'm Simon. Probably hear my name a lot. I'm me,
Outstanding.
and that's it. There's not much to it,
You're black.
I'm
And
black.
last but
Yeah.
not least, we have Josh.
That's,
I'm Howard Hawks, and I directed Gentlemen Prefer Blondes.
why? Why?
You also did the original Scarface.
I
Yeah, you did, didn't you?
yeah, the original one, not that piece of shit Chino one.
No.
Alright.
Well, that was strange.
So that's all
But we're used
introductions.
to that. I shouldn't be surprised.
He's watching the television.
Okay. That's that bullshit out of the way. First sort of thing, every week we'll have a sort of main topic and then sort of other things we'll talk about. Today's sort of major topic is the fact that the Old Boy trailer for the new Spike Lee remake came out, 2-3 days ago? And I wanted to... Because
Something like that, yeah.
not everyone has the exact same opinion on the film. Many of us from different opinions. So we're going to get
That's
everyone talking and see what you think. So, who wants to put out their 2 cents first?
It looks like a complete rip-off of the original.
Rip off.
Rip off.
The
It's a
remake.
fucking remake.
How can you remake exactly the same film as the original? It doesn't make
But that's what remake is. The word remake means remaking it.
Well, some remakes do feature some decent original.
No, but you
What's going on?
can't say it's a complete rip-off because they're changing it. It's different.
What's different about it? What? Because they've
Well, I haven't seen the film. We've only seen trailers, but apparently the films had a Park Chan-wook's lesson, and they said they're making it, different. And it does include the hammer fight and the octopus scene for people who think they're not going extreme enough.
Yeah, but we've seen that. I want to see them do something different.
Yeah, they're going to do it differently. They're not going to do it the exact same way. You know, it's different actors. You know, different way of portraying the same thing.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the hammer hallway scene appears through the trailer to be shot in one take. We've seen that. That's an action set piece. No. I'm just saying my 2 cents from what I've seen in the trailer. That's just what this is about. And why remake a flawless action set piece? And if Spike really wanted to make it his own, that is a flaw.
Hang on. If you saw the trailer, you'd see there's some kind of weird originality to it. He seems to know what his daughter looks like now. There's a whole thing with her in the media. That's different.
Trailer. Josh Brolin. Everyone loves Josh Brolin.
An actor doesn't make a film. Really. That's probably what we think, because a lot of us... Because the trailer hasn't led us to think that it's going to be different, really.
Okay, let me get... You guys only hate the film because of the director. You know,
No.
because he's black.
I'm a fan of
Because he's black.
Josh Brolin actually looks pretty weak. You know.
Weak.
Yeah.
He looks awesome as the main character from Old Boy. Whose name I don't know.
ODC.
Arnie Ross.
That's the one.
It's nothing to do with Spike Lee. It's the fact that they're remaking it, though. I quite like Do the Right Thing.
What's wrong about remakes? There's nothing wrong with
It's
remaking.
really... My problem with Hollywood is that there's a big lack of originality, and films are making money that we've seen before, or they're sequels upon sequels, and I want to see something original come from Hollywood for once. Like,
Surely remaking something is original. You know, you're not making the same thing, you're just making it your own version. That's very original, isn't it?
Not particularly.
It
Does seem like Hollywood are running out of original ideas.
original ideas. Okay, fine, if you say that, then if you say original ideas, I get what you mean. But you cannot say it's not original. The film is not original. You know, it's a very original.
The idea of remaking it is stupid in my opinion, and it's from what I've seen from the trailer. Again, all we see is something different about the daughter, but I'm sure that's just going to be a plot about how they're getting an actress to pretend that that's his daughter when it really isn't, and he does what he does with his daughter like in the original. I can see that playing out. Yeah.
You see that playing out.
Yeah,
Right,
actually,
I can't see that playing out. You know, I just know that this is going to
Well,
be.
we'll wait till we see the film, won't we, bitch?
Joe, Joe, I think you mixed up films there.
Well, go on.
No, because in Itchy, an actress pretends to be the girl, whereas in Old Boy actually is his daughter, I think, isn't it?
We're talking about the remake,
Let's talk
Mike.
about the trailer for the remake.
Yeah, but trailer for the remake. Yeah, it's obvious it's going to be an actress to the.
It's not. It's
Trailer.
how is it obvious? You can't say it's obvious when you haven't seen it. You know.
I say, what's your opinion on what the twist will be this time then, Simon?
Sorry.
He's racist.
Like, what do you think will be different? Like, do you think the twist will be
I
different?
think,
How will it play out?
I think there'll be some unique, like, camera shots and stuff. You know, things that.
No, I mean about the plot.
Oh, the plot. Well, I'm guessing the plot will remain the same. You know. Not much is going to change about the plot. It's all about how it's shot. You know, that's going to look different.
It looks
Tell you what,
pretty
It's going to
similar.
look very westernized, I'm guessing.
Westernized.
Yeah.
I think Cameron does very Western style films.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not Old Boy.
Yeah.
Oh, very.
I think it's
It wasn't very Western. I thought it was more Asian than, you know.
No, I disagree. I think if anything, his American film was a bit more Eastern than his actual Korean films.
Stoker was beautiful. Yeah.
No,
It had like Eastern. I thought it felt a bit more Asian than his actual Asian films for some reason.
I don't think the hammer fight and octopus eating are very Eastern. I mean Western. No, they're very Eastern. You know. They're a very Eastern subject. You know, you don't think of eat octopus. It's always like.
No, we're talking about visuals.
Oh,
And the one track
I think the internet kind
hallway
of had a
fight was
heart attack
quite
for a
Hollywood-esque.
second.
It was,
I lost
you
that.
know,
it's Hollywood.
it was
Sorry,
a
carry
very well done action sequence.
We'll be right back as technical difficulties and genuine retardation have just kicked in.
I was saying, yeah, the hallway scene reminds me of the raid quite nicely.
The raid.
Yeah. Just for hallway scene.
Well, yeah.
No,
that's
I
the first
think
one
they're
was
very
the
different.
second.
It's very, very different.
Very.
Do I remember the raid? Ugh.
What do you mean? Do you remember the raid?
Anyway,
The corridor scene in the raid.
Look,
obviously we're not going
I look at the trailer now, and it looks very, very
or
different.
change anyone's opinion.
There is
Charlie,
no-
you're going to have trouble
It's good
editing this.
to. From what we know, we don't know enough, maybe, to actually fully decide.
Why
but
is he gonna have trouble with this?
maybe the trailer
Black.
itself has caused us a bit of unsure. I'm not sure. I'm not all that convinced either way,
Oh, fuck.
whether to give it a shot or not. But what's that noise? Is it Ejo?
Yeah,
Oh, good.
because I'm actually
Nonetheless,
tempted to give this.
friends on Old Boy Forever. So, of course. So we'll move on. One moment, my thing's not loading. Okay, now it's fine. Yes, so we'll move on to other films that are going on at the moment. Firstly, is there any any films that anyone's seen that they want to particularly talk about recently?
Why don't we all talk about the new Superman film that we've all seen?
Oh God, no.
No,
Really?
no, originally Simon had like the most,
Okay, fine.
you had the highest hopes for it out of us. What did you?
It's been like a month, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. A
You're
long
dreaming of it being better, basically.
I think Simon liked it more than the rest of us, so
while. I hate it.
let's hear Simon's opinion.
I'm still looking forward to the second version of the second part.
What, the second installment?
Superman, Man of Steel 2, but it was bad. It was very bad. Like the cinematographer should have been fired after that, and anyone in the camera gone. The editor should have been gone before
we
anything.
just grabbed it because that was the only one showing.
And then the director,
Wait.
Didn't like the cameraman had Parkinson's disease.
he had
Especially in the first half hour.
Throughout the whole film, especially the ending with this little boy.
Well, when we saw
Yep.
the opening in like 3D, my eyes didn't even know where to look.
You paid for it in 3D? Oh my god.
Yeah, because it was the only one showing us something.
yeah. And the story is so terrible. That, like, who wrote the screenplay again? Is he?
David S. Goyer.
Yeah. Okay. He did the Batman, the Dark Knight. Am I right?
Yeah.
That was good. But what happened to this one? This was terrible.
Well, I got the sense that he's actually a big fan of like Batman, so he actually put a lot of effort into those films. And then,
He's not a big fan of Superman.
no, and then Warner Brothers was just like, oh, he does Batman, right? Let's just make Superman like Batman, and he just pulled something out of his ass for a paycheck.
Oh yeah,
The
that
ending pissed me off so much. He destroys the buildings, and there's like millions of people in there, and then he saves 4 people. He has to kill himself just to save 4 people. How does that even justify? How do you even justify that?
See, that's
the
just
main
stupid.
reason.
I have
was,
bigger
like,
problems than that.
it was
I just,
impossible to
none
care
of the
about
characters
because
were
of the
charismatic. They were all bland. I couldn't give a shit about anyone. There's a slapped-on kiss between
I don't
Lois
think the
Lane
actors
and
had anything
Superman
to fucking
just
work
because
with.
Yeah,
it will appeal to fans.
there's a very big problem with who they had casting as Lois
Yeah,
Lane.
it brought
didn't
everything
fit at all. It was a terrible casting.
I think casting all round was terrible because Zod was shit and there were Russell Crowe
Zod
defenders.
wasn't that shit.
I like Russell Crowe, actually.
I thought Russell Crowe was one of the blandest.
No, he wasn't. He
He was
was.
the best
I
thing.
thought-
He probably made me stay longer. I would have left, but he made me actually want to stay. The bit in the ship, that was pretty cool.
See, no, he's given
No,
action sequences, and that's it, really.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, sequences, but then that's it.
He's given action sequences, and I don't care enough about him to give a shit. Like, at least, Marlon Brando in the Richard Donner films, he was like, he didn't have a lot to do, but you could sense he was wise and actually cared for his son, and, there was a bit more mysteriousness and shit around him. But Russell Crowe was just bland.
This guy had to fight off like 5 warriors just to get his son off to Earth.
Really, why did we have to see that? Like, I mean, Superman Returns by no means is a good, Superman film.
Really?
No, it isn't. But it shows you the destruction of Krypton in the first 1 minute, and it has Jor-El's narration. That's all you need. You don't need to. Why did we need to see a half-hour action sequence?
Because it made the film better.
Yeah, that's Hollywood's idea of what it is. They could have done an intertitles about Zod, and that's it. You don't need to show a half-hour action sequence. Yeah, I don't.
Oh,
I don't
fuck
see
me.
the
What was the non-linear narrative?
point. Batman Begins did the same thing.
Okay, a
So,
little bit of
like,
backstory
don't-
here. In
Not
one
that
of the
bad,
scenes,
Not
we
that badly.
literally
It was
believe
more.
what the fuck
All
happened.
over the place.
It's
It was-
contained
When
in
we were
Batman.
watching it, and then he just
It was
breaks
like,
out, this kid
he
just
comes
turns
out of
around,
the shit.